everybody. How you doing? It's Doc G. I am live right now, and I want to talk to you a little bit about tomorrow's networking session. What's it going to consist of, and some of the personnel that may be there. I'm really excited about this. I am hoping that you can attend. If you can't, just email me, and we can send you the email. If you email me here, I will be glad to send you an email, so we can talk a little bit more about what we were doing. That's going to be Thursday night at 8 p.m. So you can join us. You can always send me donations here at paypal.com, admin@hamiltonradio.net. We're still doing the Mega Millions, by the way, guys. We're still doing the Mega Millions, and the Financially Fit program is still there too. So you can email me about any of them. But I want to talk to you tonight about the situation with the Roku channel. Getting a lot of comments, and a lot of people are wanting to know more about the Roku channel. So the Roku channel is like this. It's basically a TV channel. Okay, I'm going to say it that way. It's a TV channel, but it's an extension of what you're doing as a business person, show, whatever quality you're bringing to entertainment, comedy, sports, adult comedy, whatever it is. We are going to put you in the driver's seat. So we've just come up with a bunch of different rules and regulations. And many of them are, the radio station is family friendly. So the channel, HRTV, is going to be family friendly as well. It's going to be spiritual. It's going to be monumental. It's going to be have a faith-based channel. There's going to be many channels there. So within this one channel, there's going to be many, many sub-channels. So you don't get confused. If you ever see Netflix and you see how they have one channel here with this title here, one channel here with this title here, one channel there with that title. That's the way the Roku channel is going to be. That's the way we're setting it up. And that's the way we're trying to not copy, but be in our own little thing of our own little hole, if you will, of our own. And trying to make that work is going to take a little bit of time. So I ask for your patience. I ask for understanding. I ask for people to work with me. Absolutely, Kelly. I'll give you a shout out. Kel, it's for you. Of course, it's going to be a music channel. We have a live channel, guys, if you're interested in live performances on there. Yes, there is a fee associated with everything that's on this, because remember, this is a TV channel. This is TV. This is not a foolish thing. However, we are going to be creating for everybody else a website that has all these aspects on it. So you can still tap in to see some of the shows that you might not be able to see on Roku. This is for the people that don't have Roku. So we don't leave you out, but we want you to be part of this channel. We want you to be part of the advertising on this channel. We want you to be part of everything we do on this channel. That's why tomorrow, the networking session that I'm providing and working with is not going to be live on Facebook. It's not going to be live on YouTube. It's not going to be live anywhere. But what it's going to be doing is we're going to be bringing people of all different genres together. We're going to be bringing people, maybe some celebrities there. We're going to be bringing people of radio stations together. I've got about 4 or maybe 5 radio stations willing to take their time out to come in and talk. And the idea is not to say one's better than the other, not to say that we're all better than anybody else that's out there. That's not what this is about. This is about to tell you what works for one and if it works for the other. And maybe it may not work for the other. But how do you know if you don't try? And how do you know if you don't give it a thought to help other people? Because that's exactly what I was just talking about to my friend John Thiela. John will be on as well. I want this event to be every month, a monthly event, and the first week every Thursday. So if you're not on the first event, don't be disheartened. Don't be upset. Don't be aggravated. You can sign up for the next event. I already have 30 people coming, but the next event could be 50 people, 100 people. I don't know. Everybody will get time to talk. If we have to go an hour, if they go 2 hours, we can go 2 hours. I don't care. We want people to benefit from this. Now, years ago, when Hamilton Radio was just starting out, I reached out to other radio stations. I said, guys, listen, I want to put together a networking event. We did it on the conference call, free conference line. And did people benefit from that? Yes. Was it worth it for some people? Absolutely. Did some people get more work and get more money out of the deal? Absolutely. It's not designed to do that, but it will benefit that way, because when other people hear you speak, it's like you're finally getting a chance to talk to other radio stations. We're putting you in that seat where you can be who you want to be, and you can tell people, listen, I am a radio station that has done this. I have done that. I will do this. I am working on that. I want you to come and tell people what you're doing. I want you to share your thoughts, your goals, and your ideas. And I'm not saying it because I want other people to steal them, but I want other people to learn from them. I want other people to share their thoughts and ideas. It's like a whole networking of people that are of the same view. And hey, Jonathan's out there. This event, like I said, is hopefully not going to be a one-time event. We want to make this every month. I want advertisers. I want sponsors. I want people that really, really want their music or want their independent artists, as stations are, and other things, to be here. And I want you to promote yourself. I want you to tell people why they should take a chance on who you are, why they should call you and talk to you off the air, and maybe understand a little bit more. Maybe you won't go into detail about certain things, but that's okay, because you can be as reserved as you want to be, or you can be as open as you want to be. I know that a lot of these radio stations are looking for people to do voiceovers. I've got that from a lot of them. And I know they're tired of paying for certain things and not knowing where it's going to go and how are people going to get their stuff. I don't want that. I want people to work together to a common bond where we both feel respected and cared and understanding. And hopefully we'll work together. On the station, Felicia, basically, I'm trying to bring everybody together. And I think that's a great thing to do right now, especially with COVID and the way it is. Everybody needs somebody to talk for them. But you don't need somebody we can promote you a little bit, but we can't really talk about who you are and what you do. Nobody can see inside of who you are. This is going to be able to bring that out of why this is so important for other people to get involved. And other people may want to be involved. Other people may not want to say, you know what? I don't want that. I'm not interested. That's fine. It may not be for you, but it could be for that other person. It could help that other person. Maybe that comedy writer, maybe that comedy person wanted to do more than what they're doing. And they just can't do it right now. Hold on a second. They feel that at this time, not everybody is happy the way things are. I know I'm not. I'm not happy because I don't like seeing people hurt. I don't like seeing people led down a road where there's no, bright light. And I know I might not be able to fix that, but I'm sure going to try. I'm sure going to do what I have to do to bring you. I'm going to promise you one thing, that this show will bring you celebrities. This show will also bring you people that you may have not known before. Well, I didn't know that person had a radio station. I didn't know that radio station was in that area. And I want you to give your contact info. I want you to be open, honest, caring, willing to discuss your situation. Now, again, if you're not and you don't want to be part of this networking section, I understand you 100%. Not everybody wants to share what they have done. But believe me, when I say I do, I am so happy to share whatever I do with you. I am so happy to share my accomplishments because I know my accomplishments mean more to me than any failure I ever had. Because the only way you get success is to keep trying over and over and over again. The more you fail, the more successful you are. Ask any millionaire that. Any businessman will tell you the same thing. Did you fail? Hell yeah, we failed about 15 times. What happened to the 16th time? Well, I never gave up. I never stopped. I kept on going. And that's what we're going to do. We're not going to let COVID, we're not going to let the mask wearing, we're not going to let any of this stuff bother us because we all know there's more in us. There's more to us. There's more. We're so in depth as people. We got to really understand that people like us do not give up. We do not quit. We do not sit back and watch others excel while we sit back and go, look at that guy going excelling. Look at that person. I'm proud of them. I envy them. But you know what? I can do that too. Me too. I can do that too. And you can do that too. You may do it better than that person. Do you ever watch TV and watch some of the ads? And you think about that invention that one person did. And you say, you know what? I thought about that years ago, but I thought nobody would ever buy it. See, when you think that nobody will ever buy it, that's when you have to think, wait a minute, what if one person bought that? What if I advertise it on a radio? What if I advertise it on a TV station? What if I take that to the next level? What if I put my money where my mouth is? What if I spend the extra money and get that advertising done? What if I take this to the next level? And then you realize, wow, they're buying something so stupid for me that anybody can make in a craft store. And all the great things that you see, like a toaster oven that becomes an air fryer, a pasta machine. The thing is, yes, it has been done before, but it hasn't been done lately. It hasn't been changed lately. It hasn't had the name changed lately. It's not been out in front of this generation. So maybe now is the time. No, this is not hidden channels, Felisa. This is more of just a networking session amongst professionals, celebrities, and other people. But the idea, listen, it's all about what we think together collectively and what we want for ourselves. When I talk about ideas and crafts and goals and dreams and all that stuff, I'm not just talking about somebody reinventing something. Yeah, if that's what you want to do, go do it. But you don't have to do that. There's easy ways right now, today, in this world, to create more than you ever wanted. And one of them is, I see, is my Roku channel. Would you like to have your show on the Roku channel? The answer is yes, probably would. Okay, is it affordable? Absolutely. Can you have more than one show? Absolutely. Can you have your own channel? Yes. I can give you your own channel based on your exposure, how many people you want, and what type of entertainment it is. Do you want to do a network where I control everything and run everything for you, and you just sit back and go, here, I want this up there, I want that up there. So you can literally be a person working with me together on this Roku network. Will you do a live show? And the answer is yes, you can do a live show. Can I do a live show at a certain time? And the answer is yes. Can you do a show at a certain time? And the answer is yes. There are certain circumstances where it may not work at that certain time, but most cases it should. Is there any situation where people aren't going to be excited? And the answer is no, because Roku TV is like Netflix was years ago. Everybody's, Netflix, I give it 6 months. They're never going to be able to do movies like whatchamacallit. Netflix, they'll never do on-demand streaming. They'll never do that. Guess what? Every time you say no, every time you say they'll never be able to do it, there's a person in there or there's an entrepreneur that says, you know what? I'm going to give this a shot. I'm going to give this a shot and see where it goes. I want to see how many people will be on my side, behind me, supporting me because they like what I'm doing. Just like the guy from Japan that contacted me and said, I really appreciate you running that Pink Floyd concert. And I said this before, and I'll say it again, because YouTube blocked it in my country. Now, did I know that? No. But the point is, you don't know who you're going to touch. You don't know who's going to see it. You don't know who's going to be listening to you. And if you throw the radio station along with all the stuff from the Roku channel, it's a great, great value to anybody that wants to get involved. And I guess I'm not promoting this just because of me. This is one thing I'm going to be hitting home tomorrow, and I'm going to be hitting it home every month about this Roku channel, because I really believe that this is our Midas Gold. This is Midas Gold here, because every which way you turn on this channel, I can make money. Every which way you turn with me on this channel, we can make money. Every which way we work together, we can make money. So if you're hurting right now and like, Doc, I don't have that kind of money. I don't have any money to put out right now. I'm barely paying my bills. Well, guess what? So am I. But the difference between you and I is I'm not sitting back and saying, you know what, I'm done. I can barely afford this. I barely afford that. I'm not done, because I have options. I choose the options. I make the options. I create the options. I am a person that can create anything. But that's the truth. You can do exactly the same thing I do. You just have to have the knowledge, the wherewithal, and the courage to step beyond the failures and look at yourself and say, you know what? You're right. Look in that mirror right now. Look in that mirror and look at yourself and say, are you completely happy with the life you're leading? Are you completely happy with what you're doing? Are you completely happy with the way the world is around you? Because if you're not, you can change that. I mean, you can literally change that, just like the inventor did when they reinvented something that was already invented before at a different time. You don't think the juicer's been reinvented about 1,000 times since the 30s, 40s, whatever it came out? You don't think the pasta maker or all these little things like Mr. Pillow, My Pillow, whatever it is, all these things haven't been reinvented before? You don't think that the inventor doesn't think because it's successful, he can modify a little thing on the invention and make $1 billion from it? You don't think that? Guess what? That's exactly what they do. Watch Shark Tank. Watch Shark Tank one day and watch what some of the people come up with. They take something that's already popular and they try to make something of their own, and they just tweak it a little way, one way or the other. Change the ingredients, make it bigger, make it smaller, make it more easier for the person to use, make it more user-friendly, make it more family-friendly, make it for kids, make it for adults, make it for fathers, mothers, gym people. Target that one audience and make it important for that audience to buy it from you. That's what we learned from Shark Tank. Doesn't mean they do anything better than anybody. Look at all the failures they had. but remember all the gains they had. Look at the things that I'm doing here, like the Mega Millions. It's not a stupid idea. It's a freaking great idea. Send me $10 a week or once a month, and I will put your money into a sweepstakes, Mega Million sweepstakes. If I win the millions and millions of dollars, you win with me. So I've got about 10 people now doing that with me. If you want to be in, just say, email me right there. Say, Doc, I'm in. Send your $10 to PayPal right here. And you're in. And I'll buy the tickets. I will copy the tickets and send them to you. So you have a detail of when they come. And of course, they're Jersey tickets now. They're not other state tickets. I'm working on getting a bigger pool where we can go into Pennsylvania. We can go into Philadelphia. We can go into New York. And people say, well, how can you trust the people? Well, that's a problem. I get it. But I'm going to have to find trusting people in them areas. I know there's people out there that will do this for me. They play it anyway. So all I have to ask them is say, listen, I will give you another $10 or $15, $20 if you can play these tickets for me. And most of them will probably do it. They won't have a problem with it. They're already playing their own. They don't have a problem with playing quick picks in their area. So what I'm trying to do is even the odds a little bit more in our favor so you and I can win. That's it. It's called Mega Millions Sweepstakes. Send your emails to gdpent1@yahoo.com. $10 a week or $10 monthly. You pick and choose. All right. I also have a program called the Financially Fit Program. You can send me an email to my Yahoo, gdpent1@yahoo.com. It could be as low as $250 a month per person, but I'm going to show you how you could become a millionaire. And that's not simple. It's pretty cool to do. And once you see how it's done, you're going to be like, oh my God, why didn't I know this? Well, it's a tax-free program. It's tax-free program. You're your own bank type of thing. And you can borrow from it after the first year. The money's not locked. You can borrow the money at 2% interest. But when you borrow the money that's already in the account will also create interest on whatever you put in there. So if you put $5,000 in there, $10,000 in there, it's still going to make interest on the $10,000, even though you took $8,000 out. That's what's cool about this program. You can still borrow it. You can buy cars. You can stop using credit cards, guys, and you don't need good credit anymore. You could still have good credit if that's what you want, but you won't need credit cards anymore. You won't need people hacking your credit cards. All you have to do is say, I want the money, and they'll send the money to you in a advance through your bank. So it's a really cool program. I think you're going to love it. And I think that most of the stuff that we do here is because of other people. So with the live Roku channel, I think we're going to start changing people's worlds, start changing people's lives. I was talking to my friend Kel. I was talking to a bunch of people. I reached out to Sherry Curry. I reached out to, oh my God, so many different people. I'm trying to think of all the people I reached out to. My good friend Marlene Fields. I'm going to reach out to them again tomorrow and see if they're still going to be on the show. They may come. They may not. Some people may talk too much. So I'm going to have to stop them talking and get other people to talk. So I got to give everybody at least 10 minutes to talk. And once that's done, we're going to have a conversation where people are going to be just coming in and out and talking. And don't be afraid to do that if you're part of the networking thing. But please, what I'm asking you to do is leave your info in the chat. Leave your info with people so they know who you are. They know your name. They know your phone number. If you want to leave your phone number, you can leave your email. Just use the email. It's fine. They want to know your website. If you have a radio station where they can contact you, if they want you to play their music. So again, this networking event is not only going to be about music. It's not only going to be about people with comedy. I invited Taylor Mason too. I invited a lot of great people. Whoever shows up, decides to show up, doesn't show up, it's on them. The reasoning is, again, networking together is going to be better than networking apart. It's just like if you went to a networking convention and you were trying to sell yourself. That's all you're doing here. You're selling who you are, what you do, how you do it, the way you do it, on what you do it. I'm going to invite my friend Gator, David Broadhurst. I'm going to ask everybody to be cordial, nice, with no foul language, but be honest, caring, compassionate, and understanding with a lot of people. A lot of people are going through a lot of stuff right now. And I have graphic designers on here. I have people that know the internet, traffic people. You know, I had a person the other day, how do I get traffic to my website, Doc? Google's blocking me every which way. Well, they're going to have people there that are going to explain that. I'm going to have people to tell you how to do these things. I'm going to have people that not only necessarily do sell programs, but are part of how you find these different things. You know, you go to Facebook and you see all these advertisements for this and that, and you don't even know what you're clicking on. You just put your email in there, you put your capture page in there, and bang, you expect to get people. I don't look for advertising on Facebook anymore. I'm not saying I don't use it, but I don't look for it. And I don't expect people to click on it anymore. Or YouTube. What I expect people to do is, with discernment, understand what they're getting involved in, what they're looking at, the person's scorecard. What have they done that represents that I want to work with this person? What represents this person as far as a music artist, a dependable artist, somebody that's not tied to political gain either way? That's what I'm looking for. I want people to realize that we're all Americans. We all care about one another. We all love one another. It's when the government and people around us decide to make us decisive and put us against each other. I'm trying to heal the wounds. I'm trying to make us all see the better part of each other rather than ignore the part and go by what mass media says. Mass media always makes you look bad. Mass media always makes us look bad. Mass media always tries to destroy anything that we try to create. So let us create this huge, huge network of people that care. The huge network of people that really, really understand each other. If tomorrow doesn't happen for me, I want you guys to continue to share your instances, your information with each other. If my radio station dies tomorrow, if Roku TV dies tomorrow and my station goes off the air, I want you to remember one thing, that I did try to create this. And whether you want to be part of it or you don't want to be part of it, that's your prerogative. The only thing I ask you to do is, if you want to be part of it, help me promote it. Help me get what people need. Advertisers need radio stations. Radio stations need advertisers. Celebrities need everything. They need advertisers, they need promoters, they need websites, they need graphic artists, they need musicians, they need people involved in their movies, they need movie people. And you guys know what I'm talking about. Every person that I'm talking about everywhere that's going to be part of this tomorrow, again, if you're not, that's fine. You can be part of it the next month. But I want you to understand, what we're going to pull from this is a valid idea that people will work together, not if forced, but because we love each other. We want to see each other's success be more successful than us. Not because we're trying to hold you back, not because we're trying to make you less successful, but because we want to make you more successful and more understanding and more caring. Because we are God's people. We're taking care of each other. And we're looking for that fruit to multiply. Now, who understands this? and who wants to be part of it. That's all I'm saying. There's still time if you want to be part of it. Whoever doesn't show up, doesn't show up. Whoever does show up, emails me here. I want you to email me, say, Doc, I'm in. Tell me who you are. Make sure I have a list of who's coming, and I want to put you on. There's still time. There's still time to get involved. 30 people already went out. If all 30 people are there at 7:30, the show starts at 8 o'clock. If all 30 people are there at 7:30, I will not fill anymore. But you can be in the outside. You can watch and listen in the room. So it's almost like you being part of it. You could still chat in the room. So you will have 30 people on screen if we can, or 10 people on screen, or 5 people on screen. But you guys, I'm telling you, let's make this work. We owe it to ourselves. We owe it to our radio audiences. We owe it to the people that listen to us, watch us, are part of us. Entertainers, you need this more than I do. Radio station owners, you need this as well. Movie directors, you need this. Celebrities, you need this. Graphic artists, you need more work. Website people, you need more website content. Everybody needs something. Now, maybe you only get a few jobs out of this. And maybe you only meet one person or 2 people. Maybe you only get a couple voiceovers. Maybe you'll get a person that can do like 100 different voices. But maybe that's what you want. So how do you know if you don't look for it? Once again, this is Doc G. Hope to see you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock p.m. We're going to start at 7:30, bringing people in. At 8 o'clock, we are live on Zoom. We're not going to be live on Facebook. We're not going to be live on YouTube. We're going to be live on Zoom. So please join us. Be part of the audience. Be part of what we create today. And look back tomorrow and say, wow, we did it. Didn't matter about COVID. Didn't matter about our families. Didn't matter anything other than we care and love each other and want to see the best for each other. So if that strikes a chord with you and you feel good about it and you're like, Doc, I'm on board, man. I'm on board. Send me that email tonight. Send it to me tonight. Don't send it no later than tomorrow, please. But that's the email address you send it to. And say, Doc, I'm on board. In the subject line, and I'll immediately add you to the list tomorrow, either as a participant or an audience member. And there might be audience members that I might be bringing as participants, depending on the people that show up. So thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Have a great night. I love you all, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.